Hello students, I am your computer science teacher Chaitra from Mangala Vidya Mandira. So we were learning about the HTML basics. So let us continue in the with part B now. So last class we learnt about the introduction to HTML part A. So we learnt about what is HTML and advantages, why we are going to use HTML. Then HTML tags, HTML elements and attributes, and starting with the HTML structure, then headline tag, center tag, font style tag, line break tag, and subscript, superscript, and strike tags. So let us continue with the part B now, where we are going to learn about pre-formatted tags, horizontal tags, font tags, paragraph tag, mark tags, and image tag, and the exercises. So what you should do is you have to open the notepad. You're going to type a program, and then you have to save with the htm.htm extension. Then you're going to go to the web browser, that is your Internet Explorer. There you're going to open your file, whatever the file you have given. Then whatever you have created in the notepad, it comes in the web browser as a web page. So children, try to do it. So if you have any doubts, please you can message me in the WhatsApp group, but try to do a small program on the HTML. So let me brush up once again. So advantages of HTML: it is very easy to understand and supported on almost all browsers. Very highly flexible and widely used. Effective presentations can be made. HTML documents can be displayed on any platform such as Windows and Linux, Unix, etc. So what are HTML tags? You can just find the HTML tag. A tag and an HTML command that indicates the layout or display the whole part of the web or a page. Tag always begins with lesser than sign and ends with a greater than sign. So the tags comes in pair. The first tag is called as the start tag. This is called as start tag, and this is called as end tag. It has a /. So this is the structure of a HTML document. A HTML tag comes first, then the head tag, then the title tag will come, title of the web page, and the title tag has to be closed. Once the title tag is closed, again the head tag has to be closed, which you are not going to close the head tag at the end. So next the body tag comes, where the content of the web page you are going to write, and you are going to close the body tag. At last you are going to close the HTML tag. So your HTML document will come like this. So you are going to open the WordPad or a notepad. There you are going to type a small program on the HTML and execute the program and see what is the thing you get on the web browser. Please try to do it, children. So this is a HTML head tag, title. You're going to close the title, then you're going to close the head tag, then the body tag, then the HTML. So HTML tags contains mainly the head tag and the body tag. So this head tag contains the title tag, and the body display the text, images, hyperlink, whatever you're going to give in the web page, everything will be under the body tag. Next, let us continue with some of the other tags, that is pre-formatted tag. The HTML pre-element or a pre-tag represents the pre-formatted tag, which is to be presented exactly as written in the HTML file. So however it is written in the HTML file, the same way it has to be displayed on the web browser. This tag is used to display the text in the browser in the same format as seen in the editor without any change. So there won't be any change here. The HTML pre-element, this has to be written same. There is no changes here. So we are not going to do anything for this. Just we are going to whatever we have written here, the same has to be on the web browser. So this tag is called as pre-formatted tag. So next let us see about the horizontal tag. It's also called as horizontal rule tag, HR. The tag is HR. So the HR tag in HTML stands for the horizontal rule and is used to insert a horizontal rule or a thematic break in an HTML page to divide or separate the document section. So you can just see in the image here. So this is the sample program. So HTML head tag is closed, body because there is no title. In the body, paragraph is given P, welcome to the wiki techie, then paragraph is closed, then HR is given, the two HR is given, that is the two lines given here. two line welcome to Wiki Techie. After that, two lines have been given. See here, HR. So there is no end tag for this. It's not a container tag, it's a empty tag. Hope we have learnt in the last class what is container tag and what is empty tag. It does not have any start, then it is called start. It does not have any end tag, it is called as empty tag. If it have a first starting and the ending tag, then it is called as container tag. So this HR tag is a empty tag which does not have any ending. So if you specify HR, it just creates a line like this. So there are two lines you have created, then it learn everything here. So after this has come here. You can just see the program as well as the output. At least try to do this program. Open the notepad and type the program and save your file with .htm extension, and then go to the web browser and you're going to open your file and see the output, children. The tag is used to draw the horizontal lines. The HR tag has several attributes in which you can specify the width, color and the thickness of the line. You can see here HR tag with color black, width is 100%, size is 1, align is to center. So you can also specify the width, color and thickness of the line, how the line should be, how the color of the line should be, and how the width it should be. Next, let us see about the font tag. So font tag is used in the HTML to specify the font face, font size and color of the text. So attributes are properties of the tag. HTML attributes: name and value pair. For example, font face is Arial and color is they have given the decimal code here. Then size is +3. That is font face, that is Arial, type of the font, in what the letters has to be written, and color you have to mention the color, and size, what is the size of the font. This tag has a properties, that is face, color and size. A program to illustrate text font tag. You can just see the program here. HTML title font tag example, then the body is there, then font tag face is equal to Arial, different types of fonts, that is Arial, size is 1, color is blue. So welcome, then font is closed and we have taken a break. Then font is closed, so the font is a container tag which has a starting and the ending tag. So font size is equal to 2, color is equal to cyan, welcome. Then font is also closed, a break is taken. Then it is pre. This text uses the pre tag and preserves the next line and spaces. So what is pre-formatted tag here? It has to print the same thing as it is given in the notepad. This text uses pre tag and preserves the next line and the spaces. So you can just see the small example program. So face specifies the font color, font size and the font style. Style is like Arial or Times New Roman. There are many style, and the font color is there are many colors, and font size is how much it has to be, like it has to be 1, 2. I think it goes up to even I have not seen, it goes up to more, I think. So you can just give how much font size you want. Next, let us learn about the paragraph tag, that is P tag. So the small example here. So paragraph, this tag indicates paragraph. It is used to insert a line break with extra space in the beginning. So this tag mainly inserts a line break with extra space here. You can see the example output of this. So this is the program, sample program, HTML head, title, that is KOD for you blogspot.com is the title. Then head of the body is closed, sorry, head tag is closed. Then body tag comes. Then H2 is the paragraph example, H2. Then P, it starts. When we write content in the web page, we always use a paragraph. So when the paragraph is given, when the paragraph starts after some spaces here, so this is given by the paragraph tag. This paragraph example 2, this paragraph example 3, you can find the spaces in between. So this is given by the paragraph tag, this P tag. If you specify P, it gives some space between. So the P align is equal to left, right, center and justify. These are the attributes of the paragraph tag. So you can align the paragraph towards the left if you want. You can align the paragraph towards the right, or you can make a paragraph to come in the center, or you can make the paragraph equal. So this is called as this is the some of the attributes of the paragraph tag. So it stretches the text of paragraph to the set the same width of all equal lines. It sets the text center align. It sets the text to the right align. It sets the text towards the left align. So this is nothing but the paragraph tag with attributes, that is left, right, center and the justify. So then next let us see about the mark tag, MARQUEE. So this is a sample example. HTML head title, again kod4u.blogspot.com, it's a title, then head is closed, then body is open, h2 mark tag with the bg color attribute, example h2, then mark. So we have given the tag as mark. Direction is right, it has to come from the right, so the color has to be light green. Then mark direction right using the bg color, closing of mark tag. So it's a container tag. So it is nothing but they are the scrolling tags. So everyone have seen on the website, right? Some tags, some text will be scrolling from the left side, scrolling from the right side. So it has been created using the mark tag. So you can just see here mark direction right. So this is a tag which will be scrolling. So the tag that will be scrolling on the web page are nothing but the mark tag. So HTML mark tag description. The HTML is used for the scrolling piece of text or an image displayed either horizontally or across or vertically down on your website page depending on the settings. So it can be horizontally across or vertically down. So please, if you have seen a website, go and see the text, that is mark text, which will be going from left to right or from right to left or from up to down or down to up. They are the scrolling text. That is nothing but the mark tag. So next we will see about the image tag, that is IMG. This tag is used to insert image to enhance the look and feel of a web page. Yes, our web page becomes nice to look or easy to browse or good to see with the help of images, correct? If there is no images, the web page won't be looking nice. So we got to insert some of the images. So the web page images attracts the user. So the images put into web page is called as inline images. So the whatever the images we are going to put on the web page is called as inline images. So this web page images attracts the user. So why we are going to write the web page? So that many users can get some information from that web page. So we have to put some images also. Just only the text won't get attracted. So we have to put some images. There is a sample program here. So HTML head, title, picture page, then head body. Here is the picture. Image src is equal to image1.jpg. So what is src? Is image source. There are GIF and JPG images. So you have to mention the source. It is JPG. That is image1.jpg. Then body and HTML. You can see the output here. Once you have written this, so this is image1 is there inside my computer or inside your computer, this image. So you're going to write a program. You're going to take that image and you're going to put it in the program so that you can get the output like this. Here is the picture. So this is how we are going to insert an image in the web page. So there are some attributes also, image attributes there, that is the source, align and border. So the three image attributes are source, align and border. First let us see the source here. So image source is equal to image.jpg, width is equal to 200, height is equal to 150. The size, this, like if you give width is equal to 200, height 150, you get the image like this. So again image src is equal to image.jpg, width 150 and height also 150. So this is width is 200, this is width is 150 and height is 150. So image jpg width is 150 and height is 110. So these are the different sizes of the images. So if you want you can change the size of the image also using this image using the source attribute. Then let us learn about the image tag with the align attribute. So HTML image align attributes. So there are 4 attributes of the align here, that is left, right, middle, top and the bottom. So you can just see aligns to the top. Image src is equal to image example.jpg, alt is equal to example, align towards the top, aligns to the top, take a break, the text aligns to the top of the image. So this is the output you get. It aligns the image towards the top of the web page. So a left is, it sets the alignment of the image to the left. Right, it sets the alignment of the image to the right. It sets the alignment of the image to the middle. It sets the alignment of image to the top. It sets the alignment of image to the bottom. So you can just align wherever you want the image on the web page. So next let us see about the border attribute. Definition: the border attribute specifies the width of the border around the image. So if there is one image, we need to specify some border. So it specifies what is the width of a border. Now the image has no border by default. So the image won't be having any border. So we are going to put a border. So here on sample example is given: HTML head tag title body h1 images with border attribute, images with border attribute example. Then image src is equal to image image3.png, this is one of the source. Then border is equal to 3. Then here we set image border. So the border should be the 3. So the 3 means it's the width of the border. So can you just see in the image, the border is set here with 3 inches of width. So this completes our chapter, that is introduction to HTML. So I have written the exercises also here. So try to do by yourself by reading the textbook. So if you are not getting still, then you can just see in the video. So you'll get the answers. Then dash color is used to the text of the document, that is font color. The body section is used to display the contents on the web page. Dash is a set of annotations to the text markup language. Empty tag contains only starting tag. Dash is an attribute of font used to specify font face, that is face is an attribute. Then to create a web page, you need dash primary tags. The body element contains all the contents of the HTML. HTML was introduced in 1989. Then dash tag is used to move the text through the page, that is your mark tag. So I have given state and state true and false with the reasons. So then match the following also I have done here. Please go through it. So if you have any doubts, you can just ask me in the group. So next, find the odd one out. I have ticked the odd one out here. Then we have given the question answers also. I have written the question answers. So you can, it's everything is there inside the textbook. I have not given any extra things. So you can just see the textbook and write the answers also. So this is explain the function of paragraph tag. I have given the explanation. Then explain the structure also I have written. So this is HTML closing and this is head tag closing. Any 3 advantages I have given. There are many advantages. You can choose any 3 of the advantages. No need to write whatever I have written. Then what is the image tag? Write the syntax. I have given the written the syntax also. So children, there are many programs I have given. Some programs are there in the textbook also. So you can just go to the WordPad, open the WordPad. Then you are going to type the program. Then you are going to save the file with the HTML. .html extension. Then you're going to go to the Internet Explorer and you're going to open your page, that is .html page. Then you will see whatever the things you have done will be displayed as a web page. So children, try to do the programs. So if you feel any difficulty, you can just ask me the queries. I'll be happy to answer your queries. Thank you. Have a nice day.